Most people think that losing bone density after 60 is a one-way street. It's seen as an inevitable part of aging that leads to a constant fear of falls, fractures, and losing your independence. You're basically told it's just something you have to accept. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the narrative you've been fed is wrong? There are 3 powerful science-backed habits that most people are completely overlooking. These are simple secrets that can not only slow bone loss, but can actually help you rebuild strong, resilient bones. And the most surprising part, your doctor might not have even mentioned them. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a real, actionable plan to take back control of your bone health. Welcome! My goal here is to decode the science behind health and longevity, and turn complicated medical research into simple steps you can take today. I'm not about quick fixes or miracle cures. I'm about proven, sustainable habits that create real, lasting change. The fear around osteoporosis and fractures after 60 is completely valid. An estimated 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men over 50 will break a bone because of osteoporosis. That statistic is alarming, but it is not your destiny. Your body is in a constant state of renewal, a process called remodeling, where old bone is broken down and new bone is made. After about age 30, this process can tilt towards losing more bone than you gain. But the key word there is can. It doesn't have to. The 3 habits we're about to get into are designed to tip those scales back in your favor. They're your new blueprint for building a stronger, more resilient skeleton, giving you the confidence to live your life without fear. Let's jump into the first habit. The old saying, "you are what you eat," has never been truer than when it comes to your bones. But it's not just about drinking more milk. To truly rebuild bone, you need to master what I call the bone-building trio: calcium, vitamin D, and protein. Think of them as the 3 legs of a stool. If one is wobbly, the entire structure becomes unstable. First, let's talk calcium. Calcium is the literal building block that gives your bones their hardness. The recommended daily amount changes as we age. For women over 50, it's 1,200 milligrams per day. For men, it's 1,000 milligrams per day between ages 51 to 70. And it bumps up to 1,200 milligrams for men 71 and older. Many people fall way short of this. Of course, dairy like milk, cheese, and yogurt are fantastic sources. But you should also look to dark leafy greens like kale and broccoli, canned salmon and sardines, with the soft bones, and fortified foods like certain cereals and plant-based milks. The goal is to get this from food first, spreading your intake throughout the day to help your body absorb it best. But here's the secret. All the calcium in the world is useless if your body can't absorb it. That's where the second leg of our stool, vitamin D, comes in. It's the gatekeeper that lets calcium into your bloodstream so your bones can use it. The recommendation for adults over 70 is at least 800 international units, IU, per day, though many experts now suggest that 1,000 to 2,000 IU. Daily may be even better for reaching optimal levels. Fatty fish like salmon and trout are good food sources, as are fortified milk and egg yolks. But honestly, it's very hard to get enough vitamin D from food alone. We'll circle back to this with a powerful tip in our third habit. Now for the third and most neglected leg of the stool, protein. A lot of older adults just don't get enough protein, and this is a huge problem for bone health. Protein makes up a big part of your bone's matrix. It's the framework that calcium fills in. Plus, getting enough protein helps your body absorb calcium and supports the muscles that protect your bones, which is your first line of defense against falls. While the standard recommendation is 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, many experts suggest older adults aim for 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram to better preserve bone and muscle. Focus on a variety of lean sources like poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, and lentils. Think of it this way. If calcium is the bricks, protein is the mortar holding them all together. Without it, the wall just crumbles. The second habit is all about sending a direct message to your bones, telling them to get stronger. And you send that message with exercise. But not just any exercise. While swimming and cycling are great for your heart, they don't do much for bone density because they don't force your body to work against gravity. To build bone, you need bone-loading exercises. These are weight-bearing and resistance exercises that create a bit of healthy stress on your skeleton, which signals your body to add more minerals and strengthen the bone structure. And the great news? This doesn't take hours at the gym. A simple, consistent 10-minute routine can make a world of difference. The goal is to do these exercises at least 3 to 4 times a week. Let's build a routine right now. First, a weight-bearing warm-up. brisk walking or marching in place, any activity where your feet and legs support your body weight counts. Even brisk walking can help maintain bone density and lower your fracture risk. For 3 minutes, just walk briskly around your house or march in place. Every 10 steps or so, try a gentle stomp. That little impact sends a big bone-building signal up through your legs and hips. Next up, resistance training. This is where we build not just bone, but the muscle that protects it. Our first move is the bodyweight or goblet squat. Squats are phenomenal because they load the bones in your hips and spine, critical areas to protect. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Hinge at your hips and bend your knees like you're sitting back into a chair. Go as low as you comfortably can, keeping your chest up and your back straight. Then press through your heels to come back up. If you're just starting out, you can even do these by sitting down into a sturdy chair and standing right back up. Aim for 8 to 12 reps. Once you get stronger, you can hold a small weight against your chest to make it a goblet squat. Our second move is the wall push-up. This one targets your wrists, arms, and shoulders. Stand facing a wall about arm's length away. Put your palms flat on the wall, a bit wider than your shoulders. Slowly bend your elbows and lean in, keeping your back straight. Then press back to the start. It's a simple move that puts healthy stress on your upper body bones. Aim for 8 to 12 reps. Finally, we'll finish with balance. Strong balance is your best defense against falls. Let's do a simple single leg stand. Stand behind a sturdy chair or countertop, holding on for support. Lift one foot off the floor and try to hold your balance for 15 to 30 seconds. Then switch legs. As you get more confident, try holding on with just one hand, then a single finger, and eventually try to let go completely. And that's it. A 3-minute walk, a couple of sets of squats and wall push-ups, and a minute of balance work. It's a powerful 10-minute routine that directly tells the most vulnerable bones in your body to get stronger. If you're finding these habits empowering, I've put together a free 1-page bone health action plan that you can download and print. It's got a grocery list for the bone building trio and a checklist for the 10-minute routine we just covered. It's an easy way to keep these habits top of mind. The link is right there in the description below. Our third and final habit is maybe the simplest, most overlooked secret to rebuilding bone density. It's totally free, easy to do, and honestly, it feels fantastic. It is the simple act of getting sensible sun exposure. As we covered, vitamin D is absolutely critical for absorbing calcium, but it's really tough to get enough from food alone. This is where the sun shines, literally. Your skin is an amazing factory. When exposed to the sun's ultraviolet B, UVB rays, it naturally produces vitamin D. For most people, sunlight is actually their main source of this crucial vitamin. Widespread vitamin D deficiency is like a silent epidemic, and it directly worsens osteoporosis. So, what does sensible sun exposure mean? I'm not talking about sunbathing for hours. For many people, just 5 to 15 minutes of direct sun on your arms and legs, 2 to 3 times a week, can be enough to get that vitamin D production going. The key is to do this without sunscreen, since sunscreen blocks the very UVB rays you need for this process. Now, this is a delicate balance. The goal is short, regular exposure, not getting a sunburn, which is harmful. The ideal time is often midday when UVB rays are strongest, but also when the burn risk is highest, which is why you keep it so short. After your quick 10 to 15 minute bone-building sun session, you should absolutely apply sunscreen if you're staying outside longer. Of course, things like your skin tone, the season, and where you live all affect how much vitamin D you can make. People with darker skin and those in northern latitudes may need longer exposure or have to rely more on supplements, especially in the winter. This is why it's a habit, not a one-time fix. Weave it into your daily routine. Maybe it's sipping your morning coffee on a sunny patio, taking a short walk on your lunch break, or doing a little gardening. When you pair this natural habit with the diet and exercise habits we've covered, you create this incredible synergy that gives your bones everything they need to not just survive, but to truly thrive and rebuild. The power to rebuild your bone density after 60 isn't in some magic pill or complicated program. It's in the consistency of 3 simple, powerful habits. First, master the bone-building trio in your diet. Make sure you're getting enough calcium, vitamin D, and protein every day to give your body the raw materials for strong bones. Second, commit to the 10-minute bone-loading routine at least 3 or 4 times a week. This sends a direct signal to your bones to grow stronger through targeted, effective exercises. And third, embrace the simple but powerful secret of sensible sun exposure. This allows your body to naturally produce the vitamin D it needs to put all that wonderful calcium to work. Losing bone density is not a passive decline you have to accept. By adopting these 3 habits, you are actively taking back control and rewriting the story of aging for yourself. You can build a stronger body, dial down the fear of fractures, and hold on to the independence you deserve for decades to come. If this video has empowered you, please do me a favor and subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future deep dives into health and wellness. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 habits are you most excited to start with? Let us know in the comments below. Sharing your plan can be the spark that inspires someone else to start their own journey. For more on strengthening your body as you age, be sure to watch our next video on exercises to improve balance and prevent falls. Thanks for investing this time in your health. Now go out there and start building a stronger you.